Let me be unequivocally clear. A man is a man and a woman is a woman, and a man cannot become a woman. That said, I also believe, that's what Scripture teaches, what I just said, but I also believe that we treat everybody with dignity. And so we can do and believe all those things at the same time. And I wanted to make that clear for everybody because there's lots of questions. But that's where I stand. I've stood there my whole life, and those are facts.
The radical left is calling me an extremist for being a feminist, fighting to protect the rights of women and girls. If being a feminist makes me an extremist or a bigot or a monster, I am totally here for it because I'm going to fight like hell for every woman and every little girl across this country to protect you and keep you safe.
A man who wants to force his genital into women's spaces, locker rooms, bathrooms, restrooms, that's an assault on women. This is a war on women, and it's a fight that I'm going to take everywhere across the country to protect women and girls.
Congresswoman Sarah McBride does use she, her pronouns. I'm going to honor that. There's no data here to suggest that trans people use the restrooms of their choice increases crime. So what do you say to critics that say that this is a waste of time, this is a waste of Republican capital, because to your point, this is only a fraction of the population.
Right, and we're not going to strip women away of their privacy or of their rights due to 0.5% who have a mental illness. And the mainstream media, you guys want to call her a trans woman. A trans woman is still a man. He was born with male genitalia. He is a biological man. And this is science. I'm saying trust the science. Protect women's safety. Protect women's security. Protect women's privacy. I'm not going to allow a man into my personal and private space. Like this makes women who are already vulnerable to abuse even more vulnerable. There are stories all across the country about biological men being in women's restrooms and women getting assaulted, and just the idea of a man's penis.
Wait a minute. Where are those stories? I want to interrupt you for a second. Where are those stories? Because there's no data to suggest that when trans people use the bathroom of their choice, there's an increase in crime. So where's the data you're seeing? Let
me be very clear. You can go back to Loudon County, Virginia, where a young woman, underage girl, was assaulted by someone who had gender dysphoria, was in the women's bathroom.
News 4 confirmed last night that the Loudon County School Board voted unanimously to fire Superintendent Scott Ziegler effective immediately. The school board met in closed session. They discussed the special grand jury report that was released on Monday. That report found Loudon County Public Schools administrators looked out for their own interests rather than the best interest of the school district throughout their handling of 2 sexual assaults committed by the same high school student. A 14-year-old student sexually assaulted a girl at Stonebridge High School in May of 2021. He was allowed to transfer to Broad Run High School, where he abducted and sexually assaulted another girl in October of that year.